Hello, how are you today, everybody? I hope that you will like uh, my program today. That is about the B2 bomber. A lot of people is confused a little bit if this plane that is behind me, as you can see, it could be mistaken by a UFO. And yes, could be. There is a lot of people that is mistaking this warplane with a boomerang shaped UFO. Actually, it's not really, a UFO. It's a warplane that it's been flying since the early 1980s. So let's talk about it. If you see at night, could be more difficult to identify this type of plane, especially if you don't have knowledge about the warplanes that the United States has, and obviously you need to know that there is some warplanes that are very uh, obviously are look like UFOs. So um, I want to give you an idea so how you can mistake this airplane. For example, from a distance, if you see right there, it looks like a UFO. Even could be mistaken like flying saucer, and like I said, um, a lot of people might mistake this warplane as a UFO boomerang, or by its side looks like a flying saucer. So at night, some people have told me that they believe that they have seen a UFO, and it's not a UFO; it's a B2 bomber. So uh, there is another warplane called the F-117. It's a warplane. It's similar like this one that you already saw. And like I said, it looks like a UFO, but it's not a UFO. There is other artifacts that could be mistaken as a UFO. Could be like a weather balloon that you might see something shine in the skies that looks like a UFO, but it's not a UFO. Now that we have the drones, that could be mistaken by the UFO. Even some people might custom the drone to look like a UFO. And yes, they can look like a UFO. And a lot of drones are very quiet. So, like I said, right now, a lot of people can be mistaken drones, warplanes like this. If you see, even from a distance, can be mistaken as a flying saucer. And yes, I do believe that there is real UFOs, but once again, with the technology that the United States has, where they got that technology, like that boomerang type B2 bomber, probably was from the Roswell in 1947, that incident, that shocked the world. And many people still have some questions about this. But like I said, it can be very easy mistaking this type of airplanes more than the F-117. The F-117 looks like a more like a triangle, and this one looks more like a UFO. If you see, even from the side, could be mistaken like a flying saucer, and could be mistaken by like a boomerang, could be mistaken like a big bird, flying like from the dinosaur era, like I said, but it's not a UFO. So whatever you see in the skies could be a weather balloon, could be a warplane like the B2, F-117, could be any type of drones. But like I said, don't say immediately, "Oh, I already saw a UFO." It's not a UFO. It's not. So, is there still people that saw real UFOs? Yes, there is still people that maybe they saw real UFOs. There is a lot of controversies, fake pictures, fake videos. And now with all this technology, it's easy to fool people. A lot of people can edit, a video and put a flying saucer over there, that is flying in the skies of your city. So, like I said, it's very difficult. But yes, there has to be aliens, from other space, maybe with a more advanced technology than us. But one more time, you can see right now the B-2 bomber that looks like a UFO. From any angle is weird. The way it looks. It looks like even from a Batman type of aircraft. But like I said, it's not a UFO. It's a real warplane developed back in the 1970s and 80s. Like I said, it's still flying. And then we have the other one that is a F-117. There are still aircrafts, that are invisible towards the radar. So, I mean, like I said, United States has a very advanced technology regarding warplanes. So this is what my video. Next time that if you see something in the skies, remember there is drones, there is warplanes, there is weather balloons. There could be an atmospheric accident that maybe even the clouds could be mistaken by a UFO. Okay, you have a good night. Take care of yourself. This is Exposed by Gabriel Perez.